You're right on life in the Philippines, love change, nation, economy, and issue. One nation under rule, one love. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and I apologize for the technical difficulty we had. Had an audio issue, and I got it corrected, and it is no longer a part of the problem. Okay, so right now we're going to be talking to you today about life in the Philippines. Breaking news alert today live. Okay, life in the Philippines. Breaking news alert today live. Once again, I apologize for the technical difficulty. What happened was I got a brand new webcam. We tested the webcam, it worked fine, but for some reason, guys, we started up this morning and there's no sound. At least it didn't inform me of it. Once again, I apologize for it. We did test the webcam out and it worked fine. For some reason, it malfunctioned. We put the old webcam back on now and we're good to go. Okay, you with me, JP? I apologize. My apologies, sincere apologies to you for the inconvenience. Okay, let's go. All right, so I'm going to start from the top. I'm going to talk about breaking news that you need to know. If you're living in the Philippines, you have people in the Philippines, you have friends, relatives, etc. You need to know what's going on here. And I bring it to you right, tight, long, and strong. So I got this. I want to show you. Number one is our thumbnail for the day. Breaking news alert. And here's our topics. You ready? Let's go, GP. All right. Number one, we're going to talk to you about oxygen supply tanks. I remember we talked about that on a prior broadcast. We're going to talk about the 14-day-old infant passed away. We're going to talk about third shot recipients, violators. We're talking about Mayor VICO SOTTO, actually. He had a food drive, and we'll talk about the government's going to be issuing a digital COVID-19 vaccine card, guys. Can you believe that? The Philippines is actually going to be issuing one of the first countries in the world to do it. And then we're going to talk about Manila Mayor Isko Moreno. We're going to talk about the DOH and how they talked about the first Lambda case. And then we're going to talk about the overwhelming Philippines nursing and hospital situation by staffing. And lastly, guys, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about the Commission on Audit Reports, about how the DOH could have conceivably mismanaged funds. Okay, you with me, JP? Let's go. No playing now. Let's go. All right. So first thing I want to take a look at is number one. Hold on, give me 1 second. Number 1 and 2 are to the right over there. If you see, here's what it is. Number one is oxygen supply tanks were not enough. On the prior broadcast, I had told you that there was a huge problem with the oxygen tanks not being enough because the hospitals were short of it. And people were lined up around the corners waiting for hospital beds to open. And while the people were waiting in their cars, they would have oxygen tanks on the side of the cars, keeping the person alive. Well, there was a problem with oxygen tanks running out, but they have now got that problem somewhat resolved. The country has enough oxygen supply of medical oxygen tanks, but the problem lies in the slow turnaround and return of empty cylinder tanks used in hospitals, according to the Philippines Confederation of Industrial Gases. So the tanks, getting the tanks is okay. It's just a turnaround or returning them to get them resupplied. So that's still an issue, but the tanks themselves, they have an adequate supply. Number 2, right there, if you see at the bottom, it's 14-day-old infant, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry to say this, but a 14-day-old infant passed away with the COVID-19. The mother was not identified. She gave birth on July 30th at a hospital in San Joaquin in West Visayas. And 8 days after, the baby had difficulty breathing and was getting bluish in color. They rushed it to the hospital, and then the infant died, unfortunately. The mother had a normal delivery, was discharged and reunited with her and to comply with the 14-day protocol. So this child, unfortunately, God rest his child's soul, God rest her in peace, she passed away due to COVID-19. And this highlights, ladies and gentlemen, the significant problem that the Philippines and the world is having with this Delta variant. The Delta variant is wreaking havoc, not only on adults, but also on infants, okay? Children. And as you can see, not just children, but infants, 14-day-old baby gone. And when they interviewed the mother to try to figure out what happened, she said, I don't know what happened. I wasn't, she couldn't tell how old she was around because the mother wasn't sick. It was just the infant, believe it or not, guys. So this is the confusing and very puzzling thing about how COVID acts and reacts among people. We don't know a lot. We think we know things about it, but we actually don't know about it. You know what I'm saying? So we have to understand that we're dealing with some things about COVID that we don't know a whole lot about. Okay, and when you don't know a whole lot about stuff, you have to be very, very careful about what you say and how you do things. So a 14-year-old baby is gone through the COVID-19 and the Delta variant. So if you have children out there right now, the vaccine is not being administered to anyone under the age of 12. Okay. So if you have children out there and you are contemplating letting them go to school, whatever, if the school people don't want to have masks, you might want to say, I'm not going to send you to school, Johnny. You're going to be schooled at home. Or you might just want to hold them out, because the Delta variant is a different animal. It's a different breed of variant. We have the Alpha, we have the Delta, Beta, we have the Theta, we have the Delta, and we have the Lambda now, right after the Delta. So Lambda is coming out. We're going to talk about that later in the show as well. But these are all different breeds, different variants, and they have different ways of affecting people. Some people and others not, So we have to be very, very careful as it pertains to our children, infants and children, and especially as it pertains to us, there's a lot of things we know about the virus after a year and a half of dealing with it, but then we have a new variant, a new mutant variant that comes along, what's called Delta. And we're learning the Delta, They just figured it out. They're trying to figure it out as we go. So we don't want anyone to be a casualty because they didn't take the time, make the time, shake the time to put a mask on their face and do the social distancing and to wash their hands. I always tell you the alcohol up. What you mean, Bobby? What you alcohol up, man? We understand that the virus cannot live with alcohol, in the presence of alcohol, right? So what should we do? We know also that there are three or four airways where the virus attacks the entries. Number one is the ears. Okay, they go into the ear canal. Number two, the nose canal. Okay, and number three, the mouth. They go into the mouth, and also number four, the eyes. Okay, so there are four ways that the virus can enter the body. Okay, so what you want to do is, if you understand that alcohol what kills the virus, then you want to maybe, this is what I do. I put a little bit of alcohol in my ears. I put it in my nose, get a little Q-tip, and just rub it in there real good. I put it around my face, my head, my neck, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to face the world. And I put my mask on. I double mask up. And I have a face shield on top of that. So I'm well protected and I'm ready to deal with it. And so if the virus attacks you in your ears, if it gets in the ear canal, you got some alcohol in there. Is it possible that the alcohol could kill that virus? Right? So listen to me. That information I gave you was given to me by a seasoned practicing nurse. She was a 40-year nurse. She's been in nursing business for 40 years. She said, and I brought that video to you. She said, y'all know this virus ain't nothing new. It's just a virus. And you know how to kill them viruses. You just put some alcohol and you rub it on in your ears. And I've been following that practice ever since I saw it. And thank goodness, I have never been infected with COVID, and I'm praying to God to keep me well. Even though I have my shots now, I'm fully vaccinated. I got Pfizer and I got a little bit wise, but I'm still practicing my social distancing, washing my hands, and wearing a mask. And everybody should do that because now, ladies and gentlemen, people that are vaccinated are being infected by the virus. Yeah, Delta's bad, man. You think the original virus, the Alpha, was bad? Delta is about 4 times worse, man. I'm telling you, ain't no joke, man. And what's happening now? People that are these anti-maskers and anti-vaxxers, they're saying, I don't want no vaccine, I don't want no mask. And next thing you know, they got the virus. They're in the hospital and they crying. They crying like a baby, begging the people, man, please give me a shot, give me the vaccine, man, please. Yeah. But it's too late. It's too late, baby. Yeah. And it's sad because they didn't have to go out like that. Many of them are going out because they chose to be dumb, in my opinion, or I guess if I want to be politically correct, they chose to be unenlightened and to refuse to look at the data, the science that's behind this protection of the people. And so they put themselves in jeopardy. So, my mom always told me, when you make a bed, you got to lay up in it. You know what I'm saying? So they had to lay in their bed. I feel sorry for them, but sometimes, when people cause their own problems, it's tough to feel sorry for them, but I do have some compassion in my heart. I'm a human being. I feel for people. Let's go. All right. So number one was, I'm get back where I was, y'all. Give me a minute. Everything is different here. StreamYard changed up a lot of stuff. So I'm still getting used to the way they changed this. Give me just a minute. All right. So here we go. Who's on this one right here? So yeah, the tanks, man, they got the tanks back, and the tanks are doing it. And then we talked to you about the little baby. Little baby passed away. Those are 1 and 2. Okay. Now, number 3, we're going to talk about this right here. Number 3 is right here on the top. Third shot recipients violate. Okay, so what happened is, what this means, guys, there are people in the Philippines that are taking 3 shots of vaccines. Believe it or not, man. 3, and there's a fine for that. And you can get a go to jail for that. That's a violation. So there have 3 people up in charge for it, 2 people up in charge for it right now. And they're seeking more and more people. I don't know. There will eventually be a 3rd shot that's required, but right now that's not required in the Philippines, and it's a violation. They're talking about having a booster shot coming up for Pfizer, especially Johnson & Johnson, because Johnson only 1 shot, and Queen Lisa D got her Johnson & Johnson. So hopefully in the next 6 months, 9 months, they'll have a booster for Johnson & Johnson, and I'm hoping they'll have a booster for Pfizer as well, because from the preliminary studies I've done, it looks like the vaccines will wear off in like 6 to 9 months. So they'll start wearing down, and that depends on your immune system. If you have a strong immune system, you work with the vaccine, you may be longer time than that. But if you're immunocompromised, you have a bad immune system, or in other words, you have some type of health conditions that compromise your immune system, then the lasting of your vaccine may be a shorter period of time. Okay, so I'm always keeping in touch with what's going on out there, and I bring it to you because I want to make sure I keep myself straight. I want to get a booster, but I can't do it now because it's illegal. And hopefully in the next 3 to 6 months, maybe they'll have one that it will be legal. Okay. All right. Next one was what? All right, hold on. Number 4. Mayor SOTTO, guys, was giving out food in Pasig. Okay. And the reason why, I said story right there, number 3 right there. Excuse me. Number 4 right there. The reason why is because people here are starving, man. People can't go to work because the COVID vaccine and lockdown. Many areas now on ECQ. Enhanced community quarantine. And when they're on the ECQ, it means a lot of people can't work. So this is like the 2nd or 3rd time they was on ECQ. And so the mayor of Pasig, Mayor SOTTO, recognizes that. And he's giving out food, and people are lined up all over the place trying to get that food. And that's why I want to mention this to you guys. And y'all think I'll be just trying to play with y'all and stuff, but I'm very, very serious about this. It is important that we try to assist people when they have needs. And it's so very, very important that you guys are doing what you're doing in a very thoughtful and caring, loving manner. You're helping people with food needs. We had one food drive, I think last week. We're going to have another one too. Lisa, you just found another family desperate need of food. And so it's so vitally important. The mayor of Pasig passes out food to people, and that's where in Manila. We're in Cebu, the same conditions all over this country. People are in desperate need of food. And even before the pandemic, people were in desperate need of food. But now the pandemic is causing people not to work. So it's even more of a problem, guys. So I want to let you know what you're doing, the money that you're giving to assist people to eat is vitally needed. And I commend you for having such a gracious, loving, and caring heart to do it. Because a lot of people just don't care, And so thank you so much for giving. Number 5, government to issue a digital COVID-19 vaccine. Okay, so you see that right there, guys. That yellow card right there, that's the vaccine card that's approved by the WHO, World Health Organization. And the Philippines is one of the first nations to participate in the WHO digital COVID-19 vaccine card. So once you get your vaccine, that's probably one of the reasons why we haven't gotten any vaccine cards. Lisa D got her vaccine recently, and she says that the lady told her, you have to go laminate it. Can you believe that, man? She had to laminate her card, just like I had to. I said, Lisa D, why are they so cheap? They can't even give us a card. They give us a piece of paper, man. Y'all believe me, man. They gave us a piece of paper. And we have to actually go and laminate it. I got mine laminated. She went to the bookstore the other day to laminate hers, and they had broke. The machine was broke. They were getting so many people running through there, So she got to go back. But I mean, I'm like, they can't even afford to give me a card. It's a piece of paper. So I went on. Lisa D told me to laminate mine. I got mine laminated. But everybody will have to get this laminated until this card comes out. Okay, and they're planning on rolling this out in September. Okay, middle to the end of September. This card is approved by WHO, and so every nation in the world should accept you when you show this yellow card. Now, here's the issue also with this card, guys, and not with the card, but OFWs, as a side note, OFWs, which is overseas Filipino workers, have been the ones that go to Hong Kong, have been turned back. Why, BobbieD? Why were they turned back? They were turned back because they had, remember that little piece of paper I showed y'all? That they gave because they had vaccine, they had a little piece of paper. He said, no, sir, we do not accept this. This is a piece of paper. We don't do this. Get back. So they got to turn them back. And people were mad as H, man. They missing their job. They missing their Monte. And the government, they were like pissed off at the government. So the government had to put that out and say that we're going to be giving a digital vaccine card beginning in September. But what they did for those people that were turned back from going to their work in Hong Kong, they asked the Hong Kong government to do a temporary acceptance for those papers so they can go in. So they're okay right now, but this is going to be a huge problem unless they get it right. And so in September they will start rolling out. So I should have a yellow card. And so before you can get a yellow card right now in the Philippines, but you have to go to the Bureau of Quarantine and you have to pay 370 pesos, man. Can you imagine that? They charging you for something they're supposed to give you free. They're going to be giving you free in September, but they charge you want it right now. You got to pay. Crazy stuff, man. But you know what? Every time you turn around in this country, man, it's about the Monte. You know what I'm saying? It's about, and it's sort of odd because if it was about the Monte, I can understand that. But when it comes to services, you ain't got no Monte to show me what you got, that you got Monte. What's going on with the Monte? You know what I'm saying? Where's the money, man? Who got the Monte? Anyway, remember that, guys. We will be getting digital COVID-19 vaccine cards coming out sometime in September. But as always, this is the Philippines, and anything happens in the Philippines, right? So it may be a little bit longer, but that's the general time frame. All right, let's see what else we got. Almost done. Let's see. All right, number 6. Mayor Isko Moreno. He's the mayor of Manila. He's the mayor of Manila, and he just got COVID-19. He said, well, he had his vaccine. He's fully vaccinated. But as we know, if you're fully vaccinated, you can get what's called vaccine breakthrough virus infection. That's what happens when the vaccine, or the virus rather, breaks through the barrier of the vaccine and it infects you anyway. Okay, so he's got that. He's in the hospital now. But whenever you get a breakthrough virus infection, you won't die. That's what the vaccine is for, making sure that you don't die. You may have a moderate or asymptomatic illness, but you won't die. So he's going to be okay. It's just a matter of time, a few days, maybe 7-10 days, you'll be okay. Okay. But right now he's in the hospital, and he's still running the government from his hospital room, from his bed, sick bed. Okay. So that's what's going on with Mir. Number 7, the first Lambda variant case was reported by the Department of Health, okay, in the Philippines. So the Philippines has Lambda, y'all, okay? I mean, Lambda is all over the country too, but right now there's not the predominant or the dominant virus out there. Delta is the dominant one. Now, as time goes on and we learn how to deal with Delta, we'll probably get that under control, and then Lambda may start coming up, or it may be another mutant, you know? But the thing about it is this: if we go ahead and everybody gets vaccinated up, then the virus will not have an opportunity to do what? They won't have an opportunity to mutate. So we won't have to worry about the mutate. But because we got so many people that don't want to get vaccinated, right? The virus has a chance to continue to mutate and replicate in the unvaccinated, and it causes everybody trouble. So this right now is a pandemic primarily related to who? The unvaccinated. I'm not trying to bash unvaccinated people at all. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to break it down to you so you can get it up here, what's really going on. You know, if your mama don't say, well, son, I just don't want to get that vaccine, but I don't want them chipping my arm and people tracking me. I don't want to do it. Okay, that's fine, mom, but you better stay in the house. That's all you got to break it down to, because the virus is bad out there. You can't go to church, mama. I'm not going to let you go to church. I'm not going to let you go to bingo, play your bingo. I'm not going to let you do none of that, mama, if you don't get that vaccine. You know, okay, son, I'm going to get, you know, you got to talk to them like that. Break it down to them right, tight, longer, and they might influence and they might not. But if they don't, you have to let them know, hey, you got to double up on your mask. You get out the side of this house, put your alcohol on, double up on your mask, everything, and stay your distance. You know, that's the only thing you do. And right now, we understand that the Delta variant, the Delta virus, is 4 times more contagious and very much more deadlier than the original Alpha virus. Okay, so keep that in mind. Those of you that have already obtained your vaccine, I applaud you. I commend you. You're doing a good thing. But those of you who have not obtained your vaccine, you have not been vaccinated, I'm not trying to bash on you. I don't want you to try to think that I'm trying to come against your right to say I don't want to be vaccinated. I would fight for your right to say you don't want to be vaccinated. You have that right, because I don't want anybody telling me I got to. I was like, what? You don't tell me. But you know, but so I say you have the right not to be vaccinated if that's what you choose. But if you're a person like me, you think and you got reasonable and you got a little reasoning faculty in your head, you know, you say, okay, if I get this vaccine, it might keep me alive, but I won't die. I might get a little sick sometime. I can't get it, but if I get it, I'm guaranteed to live. Guess what? I'm gonna take the vaccine, man. And the vaccine guarantees you 0.0000001/10 of a tenth of a tenth will die if they're fully vaccinated. So that I'll take those odds any time, won't you? Yeah. So without that vaccinated, if you get it, your chances are higher that you might expire. Isn't that right? I'm trying to be funny, but it's higher, you know, if you don't take the vaccine. Okay, so please consider it. I'm not forcing you. I'm not beating on you to take it. I'm just telling you, smart people like me take the vaccine. If you're smart like me, consider. I say I didn't tell you to take it. Did I tell you to take it? I say consider. Consider taking the vaccine. It will do you well. All right, let's finish this up. We out, man. We're gonna ride the train. We're going. You know, now we do. This is a Sunday morning out here. Lisa D is upstairs. She gonna be down here in a minute, and you know she got to be in it to win it. And she riding the train with BobbieD. Let's go. All right. So we talked about the vaccine. Okay. Hold on, I'm messed up. All right, here we go. Also there is a problem with the nursing and hospital staffs here. Okay, number 8, they're overwhelmed. Okay, overwhelmed. I mean, rightfully so. You know, people are getting sick everywhere, all over the world, and this is nothing new. I mean, people in the United States, the hospitals there are overflowing. Yeah, so the same is happening here. But here's the difference, guys. The hospitals and the staffing in the hospitals in the States or in Western nations, those people get paid decent wages, right? You know, nurses, we all know, if you're in the United States, nurses get pretty decent wages. It's pretty decent, yeah? But out here, not so, ladies and gentlemen. Nurses don't get a whole lot at all, and they don't get, you know, they don't even get a whole lot of respect, much less money. Can you imagine what a nurse gets for 4 days, 8 to 12 hour shift? You know what they get? About 400 pesos. Did you hear me, man? 400 pesos. How much is 400 pesos? That's about what, $5? Close to $5 a day. Come on, man. How you gonna live off of that? Huh? But this is Philippines, things are cheaper, but still it's hard to live off of that. And you see, that's one of the reasons why the nurses, as soon as they get their little nursing degree and they get the certificate or whatever, practice nurse, their license, guess what? They skying up. They skying up for a Western country, somewhere where they can make some money. So the problem here, guys, the nursing and the helping and staff, medical staff here in the Philippines are overwhelmed. And guess what? They're sick of it. They fed up. And many of them are resigning. There was a report recently where 40% of the private hospital nurses have what? Resigned. Okay. And so if that many resign, then that means the ones that staying have to do what? Double shifts. They're already stressed out from being around sick people all day that's about to die, and then now they got to do a double. So you can see the predicament the medical and nursing staffs are here in the Philippines are under. Very, very difficult, very, very hard, and they're trying to beg these people to stay on the job. There's a problem where the nurses are coming up on doing what's called a mass resignation. They're planning on doing a mass resignation for the country of the Philippines, and that's bad. And the reason why would it mass resignation resign? It's not because of work overload by itself. They're not being paid, guys. They're not being paid. And not only, they might get the basic wages, the 400 pesos a day, whatever, but they were supposed to get hazard pay because they work around a lot of deadly people and could get ill and die. Can you imagine how many people have died as nurses here and only get 400 pesos a day, risking their life? The poor get more than that. Yeah, policemen get, even a laborer, a construction worker out here gets more than 400 pesos a day. You know? So this is a big problem. They're threatening to do a mass resignation, and they were promised hazard pay over almost 2 years ago. They have not received 1 peso of the hazard pay that they were promised. Okay, not 1 peso. So you can see the tension, the anger, the frustration that the medical nurses, doctors, and staff are under in the Philippines, and it has to be addressed in order for, especially under this pandemic, because they're threatening to do a mass resignation. Okay, so huge problem here, guys. Huge problem. Huge problem. All right, last one. Commission on Audit. It's called a COA. They did an audit on the Department of Health, the DOH, and the DOH had mismanaged or funds were deficient in funds for over 67 billion. I didn't say million, y'all. B was like, boy, billion pesos. Okay, 67 billion pesos were mismanaged by the DOH. Now, if it is possible that they had that kind of money, why couldn't they pay the nurses out that money? And you know, the hazard pay. Guess how much the hazard pay, y'all? The hazard pay is only for 100 pesos extra. They couldn't even pay 100 pesos extra. And the DOH mismanaged 67 billion pesos. It is a problem. Now you see why the nurses are fed up. The Private Hospitals Association of the Philippines estimated that 40% of private hospital nurses resigned last year, but more followed new waves of infections this year. Public hospitals are facing similar challenges. The Department of Health postponed purchasing 4 laptops worth 700,000 pesos. Can you see how the Department of Health mismanaged money? 4 laptops and you can pay 700,000 pesos. That could have went to pay somebody wages. A document from the DOH Bids and Awards Committee dated August 4th indicated the request for the best and final offer for the 4 laptops with accessories for 700,000 or 125,000 pesos each. That's ridiculous. They're mismanaging funds, misusing funds that could be paid to these people that need it. And so there's a huge problem here in the Philippines. Now you guys see why we are still on lockdown. Now you guys see why you can't come to see your lady. Mismanagement, okay? And until this is cleared up, the Philippines won't be open no time soon, okay? I'm not trying to be a naysayer, doomsayer, or nothing like that. I'm just trying to let you know I bring it to you, this information, so you know. And if anybody else bringing you information that you saying they saying the opposite, you could go look it up for yourself. This is the truth. You know, some people just they want a lot of people just want to give you the fluff and the buff. They don't want to show you the real deal. You know, they want to make you think that everything gonna be all right. Well, it's okay, man. We having a good time out here. Even though we're under lockdown. Nah, don't believe that. The foreigner people might be doing okay out here, okay? But the people that live here, the natives, they're catching H, okay? They're catching H, especially if they're the ones that aren't able to work right now, okay? A lot of people in the middle of the area are under ECQ. That means they can't, a lot of them can't work. You know, the good thing about ECQ is this time is that the buses and all that kind of stuff, that they kept that going this time. Last time, all the train, all that stuff was shut down. This time, at least people can get around that are able to get around. Some because they have checkpoints at every area. And guess what, guys? I told you Manila's like that. Guess what? Cebu be coming like that pretty soon because our numbers will continue to rise. And we were supposed to be under ECQ originally, but Governor Gwen Garcia, one of the best governors in the Philippines, appealed to the national government to allow us to be under MECQ. So that's where it's not as strict. So because the numbers for us keep rising, I would anticipate that we're going to be under ECQ as well. It's going to be a lockdown, hard lockdown as well here. So I remember I kept telling them, well, you know, by the end of the year and the first year, everything gonna be all right. No, I can't say that now because it doesn't look any better. You know, the more I look at this, the more frustrating I'm becoming. And you know, part of it, guys, is the unforeseeable. We had an issue with a mutant variant virus. It's called a Delta, and we got another one right after it. You know, so these mutants, variant viruses, continue to change the ball game. They continue to change the whole situation. And so you got to react accordingly, okay? So, and it's not only the Philippines going through this. You can see the USA, all countries are going through this. But the ones that are going through the best are the ones that are managing it the best. And this has not been the best managed pandemic for the Philippines. It's probably one of the worst in the Southeast Asia, worst way they have managed the pandemic situation. So why am I still here if that's so bad? I guess that's the question y'all ask me. BobbieD, why you still here? You told me that it's so bad out there. Yeah, it's bad out here. But you know, I thank God that I'm protected and infected. I'm injected. I ain't said infected. I'm injected and protected by the vaccine. Lisa D is too now. And we just watch what we do. We watch where we go. We watch what we do. And I told y'all we alcohol up, put our alcohol everywhere, and we put a mask, and we follow social distancing. That's what we do. If you do those basic things, whether you are vaccinated or not, you will more than likely be okay. Okay. I said more than likely because the virus is airborne. And so I'm gonna give you an example how an airborne virus can travel. Let's say you in a Walmart, or you go outside, you all stand outside of Walmart. Before you get in Walmart, somebody come by and they smoke a cigarette. You know, like people smoke cigarette before they go in the store because they can't smoke it in the store. They get the last few puffs and whatever, and you standing by there talking to your friend. They come by and stand by you. They get few puffs and they throw it away. You know, when they blow it, suck it in, they got to blow it out, right? And you standing there talking, then you just sitting there, and that smoke go into your what? Your nostrils, right? And you breathe in that smoke. But else, guess what else you could be? If they sick, if they got the virus, guess what else you breathing in, buddy? COVID. The virus, you breathing that in too. So when you see somebody smoking, whether you like it or not, get the heck away from them, okay? Because when they inhale, they're going in here, but when they exhale, you catching it too. It's called secondary smoke. And it's just as worse as the primary smoke. Whatever they suck it in, you suck it in when they suck it out, when they exhale. Okay, that's a perfect example of how, whether you're unvaccinated or non-vaccinated, easily this thing is spread. But if you're practicing proper social distancing, if you've got your mask on, your double mask on, your shield on, and you got a good distance away from them, and you keep it moving, they won't mess with you. Okay. But some people don't do that. They don't even recognize that person smoking that cigarette could be passing that virus on. They don't even recognize. And the person that's smoking a cigarette, sometimes they don't even know they got the virus because they could be asymptomatic. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So I'll bring it down to you, man. And I'm sorry, man, that some of y'all, I feel for you guys. You know, some of y'all have been missing your loved one for over a year, almost 2 years now. You know, you haven't seen her except for on the internet, and that can be very frustrating, and that can be very hurtful and harming because there's nothing worse than wanting to be with someone you love and you can't for whatever reason. It's hard, man. And on a day in and day out basis, you got to sit there and say, "Wow, I wish I could be with you. I wish I could be with you." But you know what, man? Anything worth having is worth waiting for. You know what I'm saying? So wait, keep on waiting, and while you're waiting, keep on working. Work on your relationship. You know, work on issues. Work on your future plans. Work on some things that you have noticed that you could help yourself become better. You know, talk to her. You know, what are you doing during this time? You take a class, man. Do something that will help you in your future life for when you get here. Right? I can't tell you when it's going to get here, when it's going to open up. I don't know. You know, only the Lord knows that. So you got to keep working, keep hoping, and keep praying that everything's going to be all right. Okay? Be positive. You know, that's how I do. I look at life, everything in a positive manner. Sometimes I get a little down out, but you know, I pick myself up off the ground and I say, "Let's go, God." My 2 favorite words, "Let's go." And I'm on it back on it. All right, that's all I got for you today, man. We're gonna roll this thing. I'm sorry again for the delay. Oh, I forgot. I got a real brief video for you. This video, I remember I told you about that the nurses had a huge problem with staffing. Hospitals have a huge problem with staffing with the nurses. This is a representative. Her name is Stella Kimbo, and she recently had a very brief interview about what she's doing to try to get the nurses paid and why they're not being paid. And I want to just let you just a few seconds of what she was talking about so you can get an idea. If you can listen to her voice, you can see the passion in her voice, how she's strong and she feels she needs to get these nurses paid. Okay, real quick. Here we go.
No more authority to pay. All funds, whether unobligated or unpaid, need to revert to the National Treasury. So even if may natirang pera, wala nang authorization sa ngayon. And that's the reason for why pinasa ng Congress ang Bayanihan 3. So Bayanihan 3 is not only about ayuda. The other half of it is about extending the emergency powers of the president. And we keep saying the most important of which includes protecting and compensating our frontliners. And we actually passed 2 versions of Bayanihan 3. One without funds, one without ayuda, and one with ayuda. So yung sinasabi ng economic managers na wala tayong pera, hindi yata excuse yun eh. Because we passed precisely 2 versions.
Okay, so that was Representative Stella Kimbo from the House of Representatives in the Philippines. That shows you the urgency they have about trying to get the nursing staff, the hospital staff, their adequate hazard pay and more pay for their duties. You know, I feel for the nurses here. They're very stressed out because a lot of them have to work double shifts, whether they want to or not. The reason why they're working double shift because they don't have enough people nurses to attend to the people they have. So they got to make people work double shifts. Yeah, because a lot of nurses resign, as I told you before. So it's a huge problem here, and I don't know how it's going to be resolved. One of the things they can do to get it resolved is to get the people paid. I mean, because if you get more money, that'll give you some type of incentive to want to stay on. But a lot of nurses are contemplating quitting. They're saying it's not worth it. They're working me to death. I'm not getting paid. They haven't been paid the hazard pay in almost 2 years they were supposed to get. But they're getting the regular pay. But the hazard pay was like an incentive to help them stay there. And then I haven't gotten in 2 years. So Representative Quimbo was talking on the program about trying to get a legislation in there to get the hazard pay at least and to help these people get paid. They had another guy on there. He was the president of the union for the nurses. The guy was so sad, man. He started crying. He said, "We need help. We need help. We need help." And it was. I wish I could have showed the whole program, but I just showed part of it. All right, that's it for right now. We're gonna ride the train. BobbieD, One Nation, under a groove, one love. You know how we do. Hey man, we had a problem yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yesterday and the day before, we had a problem with our internet. And this is like the 3rd time now? You went down this day? This is the third time we went down in about 6 weeks. This is getting to be a little ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? So this is the worst we've had it with Globe. Globe has been very reliable since we had it. Man, about 2 years now. Before that, we had PLDT and they sucked, okay? So those of you trying to get PLDT out here, you better be careful. That's all I got to tell you about that. DITO, DITO is a new telecommunications company, and I got to give them credit where credit is due. We purchased, because we couldn't get our internet, right? Or normal internet. We got fiber. It was down. We purchased DITO cards, okay, online data cards, and they work pretty good. But when I try to do live broadcast, it's not enough power to pull it. But I could do my regular stuff on the computer because what I did was I used my phone as a mobile hotspot. So I allowed my computer to get access. But when the computer got access on the Wi-Fi hotspot of my phone, it's really slow. So I couldn't do a lot. But I did what I could do. I did a video. I did a video just for you. Yeah, I did a video for you. All right, people get ready. Whether the train is coming, don't need no ticket. You just get on board. Or needed love. Who say it again? Say sweet, sweet love. Don't need no ticket. You just get on board. Get on board. Y'all ready, man? Are you ready to ride the love train with BobbieD in these days? Are you ready for the roll call? You ready, man? Hey, I'm ready, man. I've been ready since the last day, the day before yesterday. I was like, man, I'm gonna show me. I'm gonna do y'all on the ride train. But we had a premiere. I had a premiere with some guys in Terry Fleming. Rayman was on premiere. Robert Avery, and a few other people, man. We had a good time, man. I'm gonna start doing more premieres, okay? So I got to get some more recorded videos in because I can't keep doing live on no recorded. So that's one of the problems. I was doing a whole lot of lives and then I wasn't doing no recording. So I'm gonna do more recording now. But when I do recording, y'all, it's gonna be a premiere, okay? So I want you to get on that premiere. When you see Live in the Philippines premiere 30 minutes, get there. Do that. Get there if you can. All right. We're gonna find out who on off top the video, but I need to know who that said they gonna beat them saying people get it. No, I just said that. Oh, I gotta do two. What I said two, you said all aboard two. What I said all aboard, you said two. All aboard. Never ride this train, y'all. We gotta find out who rubbing up, talking up, bumped up, and be the first man in the. I need to know. I got to know who that said they can't beat. They gonna beat them. I need to know. Can somebody tell me, please? Crown man, I want to know who that said they gonna be. I'm gonna drill down and find out who they did. Watch this.
What's up? Okay. I miss you guys.
Okay. Super Queen on the scene, ladies and gentlemen.
You didn't call me peanut gallery.
You're not Tuba Queen. If you're here with me, you're the Tuba Queen. But if you're over there on the table eating your breakfast or whatever you do over there, then use the peanut gallery. Okay. Okay, she trying to get in the scene, y'all. She trying to get in the shot. Look at that. She trying to look so cute with her little school mark glasses on. You know
Good morning.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just.
Good morning to your teacher, guys. I am your
Good
teacher.
morning, teacher. Good morning, Miss Tuba Queen. How are you? Tuba Queen on the scene like a second machine. What's up, bro? Hey, how you doing, dude?
Doing good.
You all right?
Yeah.
You have a good sleep last night?
Not really.
Why did you get mad with me this morning?
No.
Yeah, you did.
A bush your head.
She got mad with me, man. Let me tell you what happened. You remember when I had the problem with the audio this morning? I had to restart the program. She came down. Why did I said, look here, calm down, sister. I said, calm down, sister. Come here.
I was upstairs. Good thing I look at the video.
Yeah, I'm thank you for that, my dear. Thank you so much. I didn't know. I didn't, because she knew she monitored the program, but she wasn't here. She was up there taking a shot. I said, look, she said, you know audio. I said, what? She didn't know audio. So I had to take the old camera off, put the new camera back. I had to take the new camera off, put the old camera back on, and then the audio was fixed. So I got a problem with it. When I tested the new camera first with the audio, it worked like a charm. So I go on live and it quit. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna send it back. Anyway, I'm so glad to have you here with me, my dear. We always glad
You
to.
miss me?
Yeah, we miss you. We miss your presence.
We miss you.
We miss your presence, my dear. It's always good to see your smiling face. Yeah, I like it.
Good.
You're the sunshine of my day, baby.
Yucks.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's go. Who's
Yo.
the first man up? Dan.
Your sweetness is my weakness. You know that? Thank you, Barry White. All right, we got to find out who Robin October to be the first man in there. Who that is said he going to be. Hey, this is the second one. Do you remember who was first man on the first one, DD?
Murphy Hayes.
Murphy was the first one? Okay. For Murphy, thank you so much for being the first one. I'm sorry we didn't get the first one on this one, but thank you for being the first one on the first one. This is the second one. So we see who the first one on the second one is. Let's say. Murphy. Murphy, hey, did it twice in a row. Got in the house. Woo! Goldfinger in the house. What's up, Goldfinger? You all right, man? Hey, Goldfinger did it twice, man. He said, it's better the second time around. He said it's better the second time, y'all. He said, hello, BobbieD. BobbieD.
And Lisa Day.
He done got his fingers up. That's why they call him Goldfinger. He got too much gold on them fingers. He can't type right. Goldfinger. What's up, Goldfinger? Hey, y'all know why I call him Goldfinger, right? Gunny Goldfinger. Because he is a gold member, man.
Yeah.
He got it right, tight, long, strong. He's a gold member. You see me? Gold member is the best membership you can get on the train. We got 3 members, y'all. We got 3 channel members now. 3. I'm sorry. I can't count. We got 3. I'm going to count it. 1, 2, 1.5,
Good.
2.5, 3.5. 3. We got 3, y'all.
We got 3, but
We got 3. We got a gold. We got a silver. We got a bronze. I didn't know about the bronze until I found out later. We got 3, man. Hey, I need some more members, man. It don't take that much to do a membership, okay? The smallest membership you can get is bronze. That's like what? $2 a month? Something like that.
Yeah.
Hey, man, y'all can do that, man. Come on, man.
I think
Give me some.
$1.99.
Anyway, it's about $2 a month. Hey, man, y'all can do that, man. And if you don't want to do bronze, do a silver. Silver's about $6, man. $5, $6, something like that. Do it, man. And then the gold, you know what the gold is, right? Murphy is the big time, big shot caller, big baller. Hey, if you want to ball, if you want to be a big baller like Murphy, go for the gold. That's got 24, 25, baby. You can do that fine, man. Come on now. I know you got God bless you, and you can bless us. Murphy, so good to see. So good to see. Got that number 1 mentality, man.
Congrats, guys.
And he did it twice, man.
Yeah.
Twice. No, like somebody said the first time we had a problem, say, I ain't watching them. They went on about their business. They didn't have the right attitude. You got to be consistent. You got to be determined. You got to be dedicated. You got to be persistent when you want to reach something, you want to do something, you want to get somewhere in life. They give up. When you give up, you quit. You can't win. Murphy said, I ain't giving up on these people. And we ain't going to give up on you, Murphy. So good to see you, Ryan Train Body Leasy. Y'all give me a prop. Ryan Train Body Leasy, One Nation. Who got?
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the day. Ray-Ban in the house. Woo. What's up,
And you
Ray-Ban?
know what? He gave donation also the first live.
Okay, Terry
Thank you
Fleming,
so
thank you so much,
much.
my brother from another mother. He gave a donation on the first time and the second time. Okay, thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
That's what I'm talking, man. We got some great members here. We got great subscribers. Terry Fleming, we got to do a double dance for you, man. Okay, you want me to do a dance, Lady D?
Okay, do it.
Come on, Lady D. I'll let you control. You know how to read. You know how they moved around they moved around the stuff. Okay, hold on. I don't want you to bring the sister down like I got to do this, y'all. Because I do not want her to bring this sister down. Hold on. There's so many Y's crossed up here. Okay, go ahead. You got it. You got it. Oh. All right, I'm sorry. That's on me. But they can't see that because we just shrink the screen. They can't see that. Almost did. Y'all. Sorry about that. All right. That thing on the screen today. We got to do a dance for Terry Friend, Ryan Train, Bobby Lee, one day. Hey, if I forgot before we do your dance, man, you know I got to tell you, right? Tell Queen, what you got to say?
No, sorry. Number 2, just want to.
She said, sorry. Number 2, John want to. But you will do every time, Terry Fleming. Make it rain up in this place. We got damn Terry Train, Ryan Train, Bobby Lee, One Nation, under. One love.
Just recommending the business. What you trying to do?
Cherry flame for the
Thank
donation
you,
to the
thank you.
nation. More blessings.
Much
Love.
love.
Thank you so much, my brother from
Sir
the
Terry.
mother. Hey, I appreciate that. What else?
What?
Don't you have the John Thomas Center?
Yeah, oh yeah.
John Thomas sent us a donation through PayPal, y'all. And it was
Thank you,
yesterday.
John.
Thank you so much, John. We got to do a dance for John. Right? Are you going to do it now or later?
Later.
Okay, we'll do it. We're going to do a dance for John later. Keep on with the show. Ryan Train, Bobby DC, one night. Who we got? Terry Fleming. He said, congrats twice, sir, man. The second time around is the best. Let's go, Ryan Train, Bobby DC, one nation.
Crook
Mark in the house. Crook Mark, what's up? What's up? He said,
Crook?
what say you, Bobby DC? You know what we say, Crook. We're highly flavored and favored of the Lord. Thank you so much. Good to see you, Crook Mark in the house. Crook Mark in the house. Ryan Train, Bobby DC, one nation under group.
Martha Hayes, the worthless microphone.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a new mic too. It's a new one. I'm sure you what I got. Hold on.
He like to order online.
Be quiet, be quiet. This is a brand new mic, webcam with a microphone on it. Brand new one. It's a better one than I had.
Where's the microphone?
The microphone's right here. This is the mic. It's the webcam. This is a webcam USB connection. It's the mic, and it didn't work. So I'm gonna either check this out again or I'm gonna send it back. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby DC, one nation.
Martha Hayes, hello, BobbieD and Lisa D.
What's
That's
up,
the
man?
correct one. The first one's hello, BobbieD. Hello,
Okay.
Lisa Day.
Good to see you too, Reverend Hills, dear. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby DC, one nation. Who we got?
Martha
Got in the
Hayes.
house. He said, thanks again. Hey, you welcome, man. You're done. That's what Terry said. Ryan Train, Bobby, who we got?
Martha Hayes, pray for sincerely, ma'am. She may have COVID-19. She took Sinovac.
Okay. We will be praying for Sincerely M's mom. She took Sinovac and she still got a breakthrough vaccine infection. So we know if you have Sinovac, a lot of people get more breakthrough infection with Sinovac than others, but she'll be okay. She won't pass away. That's when you take the vaccine. That's one thing that is guaranteed that you won't pass away. There's a small percentage that do, but we will pray for her mom. Everybody put Sincerely M's mom in your prayers, doing your personal prayer time, because we all need to pray together and we need to be able to lift each other up when we have a time of need. And continue to pray for Murphy as well, okay? Let's go, Ryan Train, Bobby DC, one nation. Who we got?
Martha Hayes, I haven't heard about the last variant.
The last variant is called Lambda. And it was discovered in December of 2020 in the country of Peru. And now it is becoming almost worldwide. The United States has a few cases. The Philippines just got its first case of Lambda. It's Lambda, Lambda. And it is coming, it's coming out a lot. And the reason why we having these mutations, guys, these variants, is because everybody's not getting vaccinated. If the people in every country got vaccinated, the virus would be extinguished. The virus would be eliminated. Why? Because it has no way to mutate. There's no more, it's gone. It can't, and there's no presence of it. How can it mutate when there's no presence, no existence of it? So that's the way we get rid of the virus, by vaccination. It's called herd immunity. Everybody's vaccinated, virus ain't got nowhere to go, but damn, it got to go out. So it's vitally important, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm not coming against your right not to get vaccinated. We all have that right. But I'm saying it is important that we do get vaccinated. If you choose not to, that's okay. That's your thing. That's your thing. But it's important that we do. Okay, let's go right train by BobbieD, one nation under. Who we got?
Free thinker.
What's up, Free? How you doing, brother? You said, what's up, BobbieD? Prayers for the soldiers going back to Afghanistan. Yeah, man, there's about 3,000 soldiers that's going back there, and they have to go back to get our people out, you know, and also the Afghan workers that work with the USA have to get them out. Let me just say a word about that. Thank you for bringing it up, Free Thinker. I'm glad to have you on the show. If you're new here, man, welcome to the show. Hit the like button, subscribe to us, man. Appreciate you, man. With this part of the show, we reach out, we teach out, we peace out, we speak out, and we help each other in this thing we call life. We help each other grow. We help each other mow, and we help each other sow. so we grow. But look, let me talk about Afghanistan. Biden made a very, very difficult decision, and it looks like it's a terrible decision right now. Why? Because Taliban just took over the country in about a few days, you know? And so the question is, how, if we spent 20 years, man, that's 2 decades in this country, giving them billions and trillions of dollars and equipment and food and medicine and everything, and we leave out the country 1 month, and they can't defend themselves? All the training we give them, all the ammunition, all the arms, everything, and they can't defend themselves. It's a problem, man. Either we didn't train them properly, and I don't think that's the case, because we got one of the best militaries in the world. Either we didn't train them properly, or when we trained them, they didn't want to fight. I don't know what it was, but we got to get out. I don't want to be bothered with somebody that can't even defend themselves. I spent 20 years showing you how to fight. I done spent 20 years showing you how to take care of your country and your people and give you billions and trillions of dollars to help you. And you can't even put up a fight for what's yours? You know what them people did? They dropped their weapons and ran. I said, we have them. We don't want to get, you know. I don't want to be bothered with nobody like that. So I think Joe Biden did the right decision. The problem was he was locked into his decision because of the decisions of the prior person in office. If you guys recall, back in, I think it was 2016, one of them years, Orange Man got in office and he made a deal with the Taliban to let them take over. Okay, so Biden was locked in. So people put it on him, but he was locked in on a course of action. Okay, so I'm all for people getting out of Afghanistan. Okay, U.S. And when U.S. pulled out, Great Britain pulled out, France pulled out, all the United Nations pulled out. So now the Taliban took over. And they took over because people didn't want to fight. And when you don't fight for what's yours, you don't deserve to have it. Let's go ride train by BobbieD, one nation. Who we got? Crookmark in the house. He said, Bobby, did you say you get my? No, hey man, I apologize, you guys. I've been down recently. I haven't been able to get my emails a lot. I got about over 600 emails that I got to go through. I will go through them. I'm start going through them today. I can't guarantee I'm gonna look for yours. I'm gonna look for yours today when we get through. But I'm gonna check your email out when we get through. Okay? Sorry about that, man. My apologies.
Terry Fleming, praying for angels sincerely.
Yeah, let's pray for our mother, y'all. Let's pray right now. Father, in the name of Jesus, we just give you glory and honor. We bless your name, Lord. We confess all sin to you right now, Lord. I ask you we ask you to forgive us and cleanse us by your power, by your might, by your will. We pray, oh Lord, that sincerely M's mother, you know her name. We don't know her name, but you know her name, you know what she is. That you'll touch her body and heal her by the blood. There's healing in the name of Jesus, and we claim that healing right now for her in the name of Jesus Christ. We pray. Amen. Let's go. Ryan Train by BobbieD, one name. Who we got?
Perfect
Head in the house. What's up? What's up? He said, thanks, sir, Terry. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. He looking out for me. I appreciate that, man. Ryan Train by BobbieD, one night. What's up? Markel in the house. Markel in the house. Who? What's up, Markel? What's up? He said, what's up? Hey, man, we doing good, man. Y'all know Markel was on the show last week. Markel gonna be back here every week, y'all. Y'all better be ready. He gonna be ready. every Thursday morning. Y'all be looking for Markel come out here and do his thing. You know, Markel is the man of the hour. He always bring a little bit of power. And he got a show called Markel's TV, Markell space S space TV.
Band.
The podcast.
I said the band.
She said the band. You got no band.
Sorry.
It's called the podcast. And so y'all check out his show, man. He brings you very timely veterans information. And he also worldwide travel. And he also does reviews of various technical equipment and so forth. It's very well-rounded show. You will enjoy it. And many people are looking at it right now. He helps us out once a week, starting this week. And he gives us timely information regarding veterans information. So glad to see you, Markel. Let's do it, Dan, for Markel. Ryan Train, BobbieD, Lazy, One Night Show. Who we got?
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the original players from the Himalayas. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Come on, girl, let's do the penguin.
Sorry out there, y'all. Thank you so much, Markel, for the donation to the nation. I was trying more blessings, much love. Thank you so much, man. I was trying to show her something on the computer, and she let the timer run out. Let's go, Ride Train, BobbieD, One Nation. Who we got? Paul in the house. What's up, Paul? How you doing, brother? So good to see you. So good to see ya. Wouldn't want a big dog. What's up, man?
He said, "Hello, BobbieD, Lucidity. It's why I had to change gears. Philippines is going to the worst, sadly poor management. At least I found a good Asian lady here in the USA. It's just too hard not knowing when you're gonna see your lady."
Oh, Lord. Paul, wait, hold on. Come back, Lizzie. You found a lady in the USA. Paul, you done changed. Paul, you done changed on him, man. Come on. Paul done changed on him, man. He said, look, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the Philippines. I got to go to the USA and find people. Okay. Hey, man. I'm being facetious, but it's nothing wrong with that. Whatever you feel comfortable with, whatever makes you happy, whatever field you can live with and be happy with, man, I'm all for you, man. You know, I'm all for you. You know, I might joke and all that, but bottom line is, you know, it's up to you. You know, how does it make you feel? Are you able to live with it? Are you able to deal with it? And if that's what you want, man, I'm all for you, man. And you ain't doing no wrong. You ain't doing no harm. You find another alternative that suits you better. And that's okay. You know, everybody have to deal for their own situation, their own circumstance. If you feel stretched out on this long-term wait here in the Philippines, hey, you might have to make a change, you know, but that's up to you. Everybody's different. Some people say, hey, I can hold 5 years, 10 years, you know, this is mine, you know. And somebody say, no, man, I can't do this, man. I need to make some change. And, you know, it's all good. There's no right way. There's no wrong way. It is whatever your way is to deal with this situation. This is a very, very unique situation. This situation, as far as the pandemic comes about, once every 100 years or so. So, you know, people have to do what they need to do, survive, to move on with their lives. You know, you can't just put your life on hold for eternity. You know, you have to move, you have to breathe, you have to live. So he got somebody in the USA, he can see her, go on that side of the country, see, or she can come on this side of the country, and it's nice. It's, you know, that beat going out of the country, right? You staying in the USA. Let's go, Round Train, BobbieD. Who we got?
Paul. He said, but I will say I'm happy with her. The way better for me, just sometimes you have to make decisions to have a happy life because life's too short to wait around when God has better, bigger things for you.
That's true. You know, if you don't feel like waiting, Move on. I just told you that early in the show. Some people can wait, some people can't, you know. And I don't know how I would have done in this situation. Well, I think I know, because I waited 5 years later. So I probably would have hung in there, you know. I waited. I told y'all I dated Lisa for 5 years, you know. We decided that we would wait. We waited five, baby. 5 on it. You know, but you know, everybody's not like me.
And then you would do 4.
5 on it, y'all. 5. But everybody's not like me, you know. And everybody don't have my situation. Everybody don't have my circumstances. Everybody don't have my attitude. Everybody different. You know, and it's okay. It's no right way, no wrong way. Whatever way you do for you, that's the way that's important for you. And we respect that. And every individual that make their decisions. Let's go. Right train by release. Who we got? John Thomas in the house, Big John in the house. JT, what's up, man? Hey, thank you for the donation to the nation, JT. We got your donation yesterday to PayPal, man. Thank you so much. We got to do it then. Oh, let's see. He said, I might not be able to visit the Philippines next year, but I will visit a foreign country like Thailand or Vietnam. Okay. Yeah. Some of the countries will be open up. Thailand is trying to open up now. Vietnam, I don't know what Vietnam during the first alpha virus, COVID-19 virus, Vietnam didn't get hit. They got like 15 people or 20 people got hit. That's it. But this one here, they're being deluged with Delta, man. I don't know what's going on in Vietnam. Thailand was okay. Thailand trying to open up patio. I think they were trying to open up one section of their country to foreigners. I think they call them patio island or something like that. But they'll probably be open. And the DR, you know, DR ain't shut down never. Dominican Republic. So yeah, John, I think that's an awesome idea to buy time when you can get to the Philippines, travel. Whatever countries open up and you're likely to go to that country, travel, man. DR is available, Panama, a lot of Costa Rica, a lot of the Caribbean islands are open. You know, they want your dollars, man, and you like to travel and just get out and visit. You know, tired of being sitting up in the USA, and USA is nice, but sometimes you got to get up and go. When you work hard every day for your money, and you get tired of seeing the same thing, you want to get up and see some other parts of the world, do it, man. It'll make you feel so much better when you come back home and get back in the grind again. You'll be relaxed and ready to get into it. So travel, guys, that's the thing you can do to give you some time, travel, and take you a month off and go there. And then when the Philippines is straight up, but you see how the Philippines are doing, right? Up and down, up and down, up and down. They can't make a straight decision. One day they say this, the next day they say something. They're like, what's they gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, in the meantime, man, make you some short-term travel plans for certain countries like Thailand. You mentioned that. What else? Vietnam. What else? All of these, Malaysia, Indonesia, all of these countries are trying to open up, but they're in the Southeast, so they may be a little bit like the Philippines. But the Philippines, by far, out of all these Southeast Asian countries, the Philippines is by far the worst country that's handled pandemic the worst way. Okay? Cambodia, Vietnam, all of those countries came out like on top. We the bottom. Let's go round train by. Oh, we got to do damn for Big John round train by releasing one nation. Not that. Who we got? Thank you so much, Big John, for the donation to the nation. More blessings, much love. Thank you so much. This is trying to get used to the new controls. StreamYard changed a lot of things around, so she's getting familiar. I told her to practice the other day. She said, I ain't got to practice that. Now she knows she got to practice. Let's go, round train, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation. Big John, he said, good morning, BobbieD and Lizzie. Good evening to you, Love Train. Hey, good morning. Good evening to you, John. And good morning to the people on this side. And I got people on the Philippines side looking at it with me, man. Good morning. Good morning to y'all people in the Philippines, and good evening to the people in the United States of Beautiful America. Let's go. Round table, Bobby. Who we got?
Murphy Hayes. I meant my mic, Sir Bobby.
Okay. Here's Mike. Okay, I got you, man. Hey, man, I don't know what's wrong with this thing, man. I just got this thing. I'm trying to get me some 1080p, right? I'm trying to get a 1080p, and this thing is messed up on me smart. So I will put this back in the box, and I'll be sending this back.
Trash the box.
Okay, I'll get another package. No big deal. Let's go, Round Train Bobby. Who we got?
Free thinker.
Free thinker. What's up, man? How you doing, brother? So good to see you. So good to see you. So good to see ya. What's up? He said, good night, BobbieD. And BobbieD, does the D stand for dear?
Yeah.
No,
Sir.
I don't want to tell you what the D stand for, man. You might think I'm a freak. No, man, I'm telling you what the D stand for.
DAX.
No, you don't even know what a D stands for. D stands for Dr. Love. They call me the Love Doctor. That's what they call me. No, D stands. Actually, man, I'm be honest with you. My last name is D like David, I like India, X like X-ray. My last name is Dix. That's what they call me. That's my real name. I'm serious. That's your name too. What you laughing for? She laughing at her own. You laughing at your name? No. She laughing at her own. But yeah, man, I got a lot of tease about that name all my life. All my life, they call me Dick. I ain't gonna tell you what it is. Let's go, Roger. Roger, everybody, let's see what day show we got.
More ways. We are wasting our time there. Afghans don't have the heart to fight.
Nah, they don't have fight in their hearts. I ain't gonna say that dirty word I'm gonna say. They just like to give up. They don't have a will. It takes a strong will to fight back. The easy coward can just give in. But a strong man has able to fight back. And if you don't have no strength in you, you ain't gonna really last long in this world. And that's why that country went down. They got no strength. Without us, they was weak as water, you know? We gave them hope, we gave them help, we gave them love, we gave them everything we could do to help that nation for 20 years. And I would dare somebody come tell me, well, you know, we wrong for that. We wrong for that. Oh, man, I'll slap your face. Sorry. I'm sorry, but 20 years? That's a lifetime. 20 years, man. We put blood, sweat, and tears. We had our men die. Our men died over there. Young men. And these people didn't have the decency to put up a fight. They didn't have the. Ooh, Lord, let's go, Lizzie. Let's go. Round train, Bobby, who we got?
James Band.
What's up, 007? How you doing, brother?
Greetings and much love from Kali, BobbieD, and Lisa D. Let's keep the healthcare workers all over the world prayed up. God has our attention, so we need to ask for divine intervention. That's right, man. We need to ask the Lord to help these healthcare workers, not only in the Philippines, in the United States, and everywhere else in the world. They are frontline people. And at least in the medical care, we got our frontliners all over, but these people in the medical care field are special because they help keep people alive, and they have to stay alive at the same time. They're in a fight for their lives as well. So they need special prayer, and I also think they need a special attention as far as their finances. They can be paid appropriately. They're putting in. This is like policemen, man. They put their life on the line. They need to get paid appropriately, just like the police. It's a hazard duty, and they wouldn't even pay the hazard money. It was only 100 pesos extra. Come on, man, that's so insignificant. And people are quitting jobs because of that, you know, because they haven't been paid almost 2 years, and they have a reason to quit. So, government people, they need to get it together and pay these people what they owe. Not just in the Philippines, everywhere that's lacking as far as paying these people. Pay them, man. Pay them. The worst thing you want is somebody on a job and they're disgruntled employee, and especially if it's a nurse over you and you're in the hospital sick and they're disgruntled employee, they're gonna treat you like dirt because they ain't getting paid. You say, ma'am, can you have me a drink of water, please, ma'am? Get yourself. I ain't paid. They ain't paying me for that. You know what I'm saying? That's the worst thing you want around you when you're sick. They have a disgruntled employee. They have a nasty attitude. Pay them people. Let's go round train, BobbieD. Who we got? Papa
What's up, Pop in the house? Pop in the house. What's up, Bobby?
What's
How you doing,
up,
man?
Pop?
You all right? So good to see you. So good to see you. So good to see
See
you.
you.
He popping up in this place, man. Pop in the house. Pop in the house. Let's go. Round train, Bobby. Who we got?
Gerald Trivia. Gerald.
Rivia. What's up, Gerald? How you doing, man? He said, you having a good time, Gerald? Hey, man, if you're new here, Gerald, hit that like button for me, man. Hit the subscribe button, okay? Please, sir, do that for me, okay? And this part of the program is called the Love Train Nation. One nation under a groove. One love. We're glad to have you, man. We reach out, we teach out, we preach out. We preach out? We preach out. We do everything it takes to help you have a better place in this world. Let's go, round train, Bobby. Let's see one nation.
Gerald, he said good vibes.
Yes, sir. Good vibes to you. Hey, that's what we try to do, man. We try to make this place that you come on this train a pleasant place for you. So when you come here, ain't no cussing and fussing, none of that craziness, man. We bring it positivity, peace, power, love, health, wealth, prosperity, everything you need to make it in this world. We try to bring it together. Each one teach one, each one reach one. That's what we do. Round train, Bobby DC, one nation under a groove. Who we got?
That's it.
All right, guys. It's been real.
Real.
We got to go. Lisa D.
Thank you guys for for all the donation that you've given to us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
We
much.
appreciate it. And more blessings to you guys. And thank you for joining us. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Chichipaya! Please hit that like button. Our Facebook fan page is called the Philippines Connection. Please like the page, and you can also follow us on Instagram at BobbieD. Life in the Philippines. Look at the video description for media information. If you are viewing the live stream as a recorded replay, allow the ads run during the video. And we have a free Android app on Google Play Store called Philippines Expat Lifestyle. Download and enjoy our videos without going through the YouTube app. And if you're a veteran,
You can call 1-800-827-1000. Call us with veterans information as of January 1, 2020. All veterans with a VA card will have access to benefits. Let's go. And also, if you want to purchase merchandise, you want your cup, man, you want your mask, a
With
face
our logo
shield
on it.
with a logo on it and you got a tote bag, we got cup, mugs, whatever. All that stuff, man, it's just for you.
T-shirts.
We got T-shirt. What you need, man? Tell us what. If you want to see something that we don't have on the website, let us know, and we'll put it on there just for you. Okay, but you can go to lifeinfill.BobbieD.com. All one word. Life, no spaces. Lifeinfill.BobbieD, BobbieD.com, and then you can look at all the merchandises you want and purchase one for you and your life. Okay, let's go. That's it. All right, we're going to do our closing comments for right now.
Closing clips.
Closing clips. Oh, I told you.
A towering presence, run like the wind. Be a king or a queen. Life in the Philippines.
All right, guys. Go ahead, Lily.
It's been real. No, you do it because I don't know.
Nothing to do. It's been real. But we got to go.
Go.
This is BobbieD.
And the Tuba Queen, Lisa D.
Saying take care
God bless.
and peace.
Thank
Take
you
care,
for
guys.
watching, guys. Good night.
Good night.